Warning, Sneads Ferry may cause spontaneous boat purchases, work days at the beach, and a deep personal connection to shrimp. So, if you're not emotionally stable enough for that, then please shut this video off now. Hi guys, I'm Toni, your coastal North Carolina real estate broker bestie and professional overthinker when it comes to throw pillows and porch decor. Around here, I talk houses, hometowns, and pretty much how to make every day feel a little bit more like a vacation. Listen, I get it. I know way too many folks who have moved here into the wrong house, into the wrong neighborhood, all because someone just wanted to make a quick buck. Yes, don't get me wrong. I get paid with commissions. I mean, Uncle Sam still won't take my Smile Bank as my tax payment. But more importantly, I chose this career because I truly want you to find your happy place. It might be a little selfish, but the more happy people there are where I live, the happier my little slice of life will be. So it's my passion and my purpose to help make your move to the East Coast of North Carolina as easy and as fun as possible. The reality is, life is short, and I want your next chapter to be about living rather than just existing. So today, I'm sharing the deets about the sneaky little slice of heaven known as Sneads Ferry and why you might not be ready for it. Oh, and a quick geography check. Sneads Ferry is just about 30 minutes south of Jacksonville and about 45 minutes north of Wilmington. So you're close enough to everything you need, but still far away to hear yourself think. All right, let's just dive right into it. Reason number one. If fast-paced life is your oxygen, you're going to suffocate here. If you think slow equals backwards, you're absolutely going to hate it. But if you're willing to breathe a little deeper, maybe even redefine what success looks like, Sneads Ferry might just steal your heart. In Sneads Ferry, people aren't in a hurry, like ever. Waiting at a four-way stop isn't about efficiency. It's a full social event. You make eye contact, you nod, someone waves, someone else waves back. Then there's a polite standoff about who should go first. It's weirdly adorable. It's also infuriating if you're the kind of person who schedules your life down to the 15-second interval. There's also a good chance you'll find yourself behind a guy in a pickup truck who stops to talk to someone walking down the road. Not because there's an emergency, just because it's Tuesday and they haven't caught up in a while. And trust me, I get it. I came from the DC area where if you don't move fast enough, you will get run over. Sometimes it felt literal. Life there is like go, go, go. And if you're not sprinting, you are falling way behind. So when I first got here, the slower pace honestly felt uncomfortable. I was the person honking at the four-way stops, tapping my foot and wondering why no one else was in a hurry. But over time, that slower rhythm turned natural and actually welcoming. Now, I can't ever imagine going back. Well, except to visit my daughter, who is still in college in the DC area. But even then, I stress about the trip the whole week before I go. I actually like taking the long way home now. These slower days aren't about falling behind. They're about actually getting your life back. And once you taste it, you're not going to want to give it up. Reason number two, if you're not ready to pledge allegiance to shrimp, you should probably keep moving. If you think shrimp is just another seafood option, Sneads Ferry will absolutely overwhelm you in the most delicious way. You know how some places have a Starbucks on every corner? In Sneads Ferry, we have shrimp. Shrimp on the menus, shrimp festivals in the streets, shrimp murals on the walls, probably shrimp hidden somewhere in the town charter. Here, shrimp isn't just seafood. It's a lifestyle. We even have an entire weekend dedicated to shrimp. It's called the Sneads Ferry Shrimp Festival. It's dedicated to worshiping these little crustaceans like they're rock stars. When I first heard about the shrimp festival, I thought, oh, cute. Maybe a few hundred people in a bounce house. Yeah. No. Thousands of people show up. They pack the streets. They need extra parking. There's shrimp themed kind of madness everywhere. It's basically Snead Ferry's version of the Super Bowl, but it smells like Old Bay and butter and pure happiness. There's live music, a shrimp eating contest that gets weirdly competitive, craft vendors everywhere, and yes, an actual shrimp festival queen. It's a whole thing. And once you experience it, you'll get why people plan their year around it. Around here, people can identify 14 types of shrimp by smell alone. Children are basically issued cocktail sauce at birth. And if you suggest that shrimp is just okay, you'll probably be kindly escorted out by a friendly neighbor with a fishing pole. Here, shrimp isn't just a food, it's a full blown love language. And honestly, once you experience it, you're going to want to speak it fluently. Reason number three, there's water everywhere at all times. So you got to get used to it. If water isn't your happy place, well, good luck avoiding it here. Even the humidity is like a gentle, salty hug. And yeah, your hair will have volume, so just embrace it. If you think being near the coast means driving an hour to visit a crowded boardwalk once a year, Sneads Ferry is about to melt your brain. Water is woven into everything here. It's a way of life, not a weekend hobby. You might wake up to the sound of a boat engine. You might kayak to your friend's house instead of driving. You will definitely measure distances by creeks and inlets instead of miles. And the sunsets, let's just say you'll find yourself pulling over to the side of the road at least once a week just to watch the sky light up in colors Crayola hasn't even invented yet. In Sneads Ferry, water isn't a day trip, it's your daily backdrop. And honestly, once you live by it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Reason number four, speaking of the water, if you're not ready for beaches and boats to be an everyday problem, beware. If you're the type who thinks the beach is only for once a year vacations and boats are just something you see on TV, Sneads Ferry is absolutely going to wreck you in the best, saltiest, most sun soaked way possible. In a lot of places, going to the beach is basically a military operation. Pack a cooler, wrestle a beach chair into the trunk, burn half a tank of gas, pay $30 to park 6 miles away, and spend 40 minutes wondering why you even left the house. Sneads Ferry? None of that nonsense. Here, Topsail Island, specifically North Topsail Beach, is basically your backyard. You can leave your house and have your toes in the Atlantic in under 15 minutes. One of my absolute favorite things, packing a work bag, tossing a chair in the truck, and driving 5 minutes down to the beach. I'll set up, sip my coffee, check a few emails, and get a little sun, all before most people even leave their driveway. Being able to swap a stuffy office for salty air whenever I want, that is something I will absolutely never take for granted. When the beach is 5 minutes away and the water's calling your name daily, you'll never look at a regular weekend getaway the same again. Reason number five, you can't hide here. And that's kind of actually a beautiful thing. If you thrive on anonymity, if you basically want to live where no one knows your business, your pet's name, or the color of your new porch furniture, Sneads Ferry might make you feel very, very uncomfortable. But if you secretly crave real connection where people show up for each other without being asked, then Sneads Ferry is where it's at. Real community, no Instagram filter needed. In Sneads Ferry, your mail carrier might know your dog's birthday. The woman at the post office will ask if your Aunt Carol's knee surgery went okay, and she'll actually care about the answer. This is a town where keeping to yourself only works out for about 3 minutes. After that, someone's inviting you to a fish fry, or offering to help you move, or handing you fresh tomatoes from their garden just because it's Wednesday. Trust me, I know this firsthand. I take my Chihuahua, Giz, with me just about everywhere I go, and I can't go anywhere without someone stopping to chat about him. Every trip to the post office, the hardware store, the farmer's market, it turns into a mini meet and greet, and it never fails. People don't just want to pet him, they also want to tell me about their own fur babies. They show me pictures, swap stories. It's like instant, real connection you don't just find everywhere. Sure, You could keep chasing anonymity somewhere else. But if what you're really craving is real connection and genuine community, yeah, you're going to fit right in here. Reason number 6. Homes here don't look like the backdrop of a Netflix tech bro drama. If you need your home to look like a soulless Pottery Barn showroom at all times, this town might short circuit your brain. But if you love a little imperfection, a little character, you'll be swooning in no time. Not everything is sleek, glass walled, and neutral beige around here. Thank goodness. In Sneads Ferry, homes like the people who live here have actual personalities. Porches big enough to host a concert, shutters that actually serve a purpose, and yards where the kids still climb trees instead of Wi Fi signals. Some houses are charmingly worn, like a favorite pair of jeans. Others are sparkling new, but still have soul. You'll see touches like metal roofs, oyster shell driveways, and outdoor showers because, sand happens. And honestly, for a coastal town, the housing prices here are still shockingly reasonable. You can actually find a real home with charm, space, and maybe even a water view without needing to sell a kidney or win the lottery first. Compared to a lot of other East Coast beach towns, Sneads Ferry feels like this rare little sweet spot where coastal dreams are still within reach. I mean, perfect is boring. Give me a porch with a rocking chair and a yard full of life any day. That's the kind of home you remember, and that's exactly what you'll find here. Reason number 7. The outdoors isn't a destination here, it's a way of life. You don't go outdoors here the way you do in a city, like it's a special activity you plan once every 6 months. You live outdoors. One minute you're running out to check the mail, the next you're knee deep in a conversation with your neighbor while their dog drags a stick the size of a kayak across the yard. Impromptu sunset walks? Standard. Fishing off your neighbor's dock while still wearing your work clothes? Totally normal. Listen, if the idea of sand in your car, salt in your hair, and tan lines you didn't plan for sounds horrifying, yeah, you're going to struggle. But if it sounds like the start of a pretty great life, welcome home. Reason number 8. If being outdoors makes you uncomfortable, Sneads Ferry might actually break you. If you're the type who starts to sweat just thinking about going outside for fun, Sneads Ferry might feel kind of aggressive. But if the idea of swapping screen time for sunshine and concrete for soft grass under your feet sounds even a little bit good, yeah, you're going to thrive here. Here's the thing about Sneads Ferry. Outdoor life isn't some optional weekend hobby here. It's the default setting. If you're not at the beach, you're at a park. If you're not at a park, you're out on a trail pretending to jog, but mostly just admiring the trees and trying not to trip over your own feet. Fair warning though, once you start living outdoors around here, there's no going back. It's not about being a hardcore athlete. It's about soaking up the sunshine, breathing the salt air, and maybe discovering you're way more outdoorsy than you thought. Reason number 9. Sneads Ferry isn't trying to impress you, and that's the magic. If you need polished perfection, polished people, and perfectly Instagrammable moments, you're going to miss the point. If you can appreciate something real, something rare, you'll realize Sneads Ferry isn't just a town. It's a reminder that simpler can actually be better. There are no fancy boutiques pretending to be rustic, no curated coffee shops charging $9 for a latte with lavender foam art. What you see is what you get here. It's humble, it's hardworking, it's genuine. You're going to meet fishermen who know more about the tides than any weather app. You'll eat the best fried shrimp of your life in a place with plastic chairs and a menu printed on a sheet of computer paper. And speaking of food, it's not just seafood, even though, let's be honest, the shrimp, it could win awards. Sneads Ferry has everything from amazing Mexican joints to a small but amazing sushi joint to classic Southern comfort food and everything in between. You're not going to find a lot of flashy neon signs or big chains, but you will find incredible homemade meals that taste like somebody's grandma's running the kitchen. Polished is pretty, but real is rare. And Sneads Ferry is the kind of rare that sticks with you long after the Instagram filters wear off. And finally, reason number 10, because life is way too short to live somewhere that doesn't make you happy. If you're tired of rushing, tired of noise, tired of feeling like you're missing all the good stuff, Sneads Ferry might be exactly the deep breath you didn't know you needed. At the end of the day, Sneads Ferry isn't just about fresh shrimp, salty breezes, and neighbors who know your dog's birthday, even though, yeah, those things are pretty great. It's about the way this place makes you feel. It's waking up to the sound of birds instead of car horns. It's knowing your kids can ride their bikes down the street and find 5 friends before they even hit the stop sign. It's being able to grab your coffee and be at the beach before your first email dings. It's Sunday afternoon spent paddling down the Intercoastal Waterway or sitting on your porch with a book you may or may not actually be reading because, well, you're too busy watching the sky turn cotton candy pink. It's a slower pace, but not because there's nothing happening. It's because the things that matter actually get your attention. The people, the sunsets, the small wins, the big memories. So if you're tired of living for the weekend, if you're tired of feeling like you're always chasing something you can't quite catch, maybe it's time to stop running. And honestly, life is way too short to live somewhere that doesn't make you smile every time you pull into your driveway. Sneads Ferry isn't just a town, it's a better way to live. So, yeah, if you can't handle salty air, slower days, friendlier neighbors, and food so fresh that it ruins you for the rest of your life, maybe you should avoid Sneads Ferry altogether. But if something about this place feels like that deep breath that you didn't even know you needed, then stick around. I would love to help you find your coastal home and maybe, just maybe, even help you style it so good you'll ever wonder why you ever lived anywhere else. Now, if you are into all things coastal North Carolina, living here, playing here, working here, and of course, beaching here, definitely smash that subscribe button below. Give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. It is truly my passion, my purpose, and my absolute pleasure to share all the amazingness the East Coast of North Carolina has to offer. And hey, if you're planning a move to the coast, don't hesitate to reach out. All my contact info is in the description below, and I would love to help make your move as smooth and easy and hopefully as fun as a perfect sailing day. But for now, until next time, I'll see ya.